I'm in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the holders of innovative projects in fight against COVID-19 award in the Center for Leadership. For the international scene, Sanofi resolved the controversy of the statement of its CEO. Welcome to our newsroom. The Secretary General of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Saleh Benoita Turab, has made the press briefing of this Friday, 15 May. The profile of the situations of COVID-19 epidemic is in the following: 231 tests performed, 25 cases positive to COVID-19. One death. It concerns a woman aged 60 years who presented a severe respiratory infection at home. She stayed at home for a week before being transferred to the Sheikh Hospital, where she died yesterday on arrival. 13 cases cured. Well, we call on the population to report as soon as possible to the health authorities the first signs of respiratory distress, any other signs of aggravations. The number of positive cases of COVID-19 remains stable. The number of cured cases is constantly increasing and has reached 71.4%. The overall balance sheet is as follows: 16,878 tests have been carried out, 1,309 cases have tested positive for COVID-19, 935 cases have been confirmed cured, 4 deaths in total. Stay at home. The Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurship has held an award ceremony last night for the winners of the Innovative Solution Project to combat COVID-19. This project brought together 8 teams of young innovators pre-selected by competent juries whose challenges in Djibouti is being implemented by UNDP and UNICEF with the support of the Center for Leadership Entrepreneurship. These young innovators who are facing COVID-19 for this project are linked to different innovators, such as the distributions of masks to the most vulnerable. Marceau hand gel is a product made in Djibouti, respecting the local manufacturing standards of hydroalcohol gel, according to the who guided and approved by the Lana Mask Manufacturing. The participations of the Ministry of Finance and Economy, Ilyas Moussa Dawale, Director of the Center, Ubaha Ahmed Malo, and the representative of UNICEF and UNDP. For his part, the Minister of Finance and Economy, Ilyas Moussa Dawale, thanked the young people participating in this innovative project who still have ideas that are so important to their people to have a solution to this pandemic of COVID-19. The compulsory mask is a godsend for the textile industry. The Ainan tailors located right next to the Yonis Tusen Screening Center has converted to making masks for the population. These tailors has had this initiative to make masks to distribute to the health services in addition to the vulnerable people. It is a local cotton fabric that is used to make the masks. The mask can be reused several times after being washed. Customers are flocking to get this mask. He is selling it for 300 francs, and it comes in different color. One of the customers expressed this feeling to us. Within the framework of the fight against COVID-19, the General Director of the CSCE, Zhang Binchang, handed over yesterday, Thursday, May 14, donations of tent and bed for medical use to the Authority of Port and Free Zone, represented for these peoples by the Administrative Director Mohammed Aden Sheikh in the presence of the Director of CAM, Ahmed Hussein Miguel. The donation ceremony was also attended by a representative of the China Merchant Group in Djibouti and several officials of the SGTD. China is a key partner in providing both materials and human assistance to the Republic of Djibouti to stop the spread of the coronavirus, it should be recalled that our countries has shown its solidarity with China in the same context by providing aid to the Middle Kingdoms, which was the first country. For his part, the administrative director Mohammed Aden Sheikh thanked the generous donors of the CSCEC company for the valuable assistance it has provided in fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. He indicated that these materials will be handed over to the Ministry of Health through CAM, Purchasing Center for Essential Medicines and Materials. The Djibouti Red Crescent Society has distributed food to vulnerable households in Faradil in Ali Sabih regions of Djibouti. The primary objective of this assistance is to support the needy during the Ramadan period. Some 170 households in Faradil and neighboring villages benefit from the food distribution. The food rations consist of rice, flour, date, oil, sugar. The Djibouti Red Crescent Society carried out distributions with the financial support of Kuwait Red Crescent Society. The beneficiary community of Faradil have not failed to thank the Djibouti Red Crescent Society. The technical commissions of organizing committee of the second sessions of Jangling tournament met yesterday at Guled Stadium. On this occasion, several points were discussed: distributions of the percentages of different category girls and boys, the work schedule of the jury commission, various questions from Sunday. Commission will begin its mission. You can download and read the rules and regulations of the competition as an attachment. For the international scene, Sanofi resolved the controversy over its CEO's statement regarding U.S. priority to obtain corona vaccines, noting that his words had been corrupted and the corona vaccines would be available to everyone at the same time. President of the French pharmaceutical company Sanofi said today that the company will ensure that any vaccines against COVID-19 once approved, will reach all parts of the world at the same time. When there's stress that the statement of the company's CEOs have been corrupted, Sanofi's CEO Paul Hudson said Wednesday that the U.S. government would have the right to get the largest order in advance because it was the largest funders of Sanofi vaccines. Researcher the Elysee said Hudson's comment had shocked all those fighting the virus, including President Macron, who will meet with Sanofi officials early next week. Prime Minister Edouard Philippe, who also contracted Sanofi President Serge Weinberg today, stressed that equitable access to the vaccines for all is not negotiable. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.